Guys, you see this right there? That is the moon. The moon is out. But what is going on, guys? I am Samuel, and welcome back to Louisiana. We're out here in the evening for a little bike ride. I've been waiting all day for this. In fact, it rained all afternoon yesterday, and I couldn't really get to ride. In fact, the ground is even kind of wet. You see how dark and kind of damp it is. But I think we're gonna be able to get on the bike, and I am so excited because of this. I've got a new ramp in the backyard. This is my new spine ramp I built. I've only jumped 2 spines before in my life, and I loved it so much. I wanted to have my own spine to get to ride. So there's a 4-foot tall spine. It's 8 feet wide. It's also the tightest quarter I've ever built. It's got a 7-foot radius. This one has an 8-foot radius. It's a bit mellow. This one has a 12-foot radius, and it's super mellow unless you're going really fast. I love this quarter pipe. These quarter pipes have been incredible, and this one I think is going to be awesome. The new spine ramp, it's just big enough to where it's not really a mini spine, but it's also small enough where it's not a huge full-size spine. It's really scary. So I think for a backyard spine to just learn stuff on and get to ride every day, it is a perfect size. So this is going to be only my second proper session on it. I got to ride it yesterday morning before the rain, and that's been it. I did learn to 360 it, so we're definitely gonna, so I've got to pull off some 360s over it today, and I haven't really done anything else. I haven't even done a toboggan over it, so we've got to do a toboggan on it. And as you might notice, this spine is where my grind box used to be. So my grind box has migrated, and now it's on top of the quarter pipe. This setup is called a sub box, and I kind of put it up here, and I love it. It's my favorite place I've ever ridden the grind box. I'll do a double peg on here. It's super fun. So I'm gonna get on my bike, get warmed up for my first lap today. We'll do a double peg on this, and we'll jump the spine. I'll do a toboggan over it, and then I'll see if I can do another 360 over it, because I haven't done one since yesterday morning. They're really scary. They feel super weird because since this is the only distance you're traveling, it almost feels like you're spinning backwards and then coming back around. It messes with your head, but they're so fun to do. So I'm gonna put this camera up and get warmed up on this grind box, and then we'll get to a 360 over this. Let's get the helmet on and get to riding. I'm so afraid the sun's going down really fast, so I don't want to waste too much time here at all. My gloves were getting pretty worn out. I had a couple holes in them, so I've swapped to fist handwear gloves. And if you remember my last video where I was testing out my new set of gloves, the last time I got new gloves, I landed some wild tricks in that video. I did a 540 on a mountain bike. I learned to bar spin in that, and that was only in like March, I think. So no telling what all is gonna go down in these gloves. I have learned a 360 spine in them, so that's already a pretty good track record. I don't know what it is with me and getting new gloves, but it kind of brings out the best of my riding. So hopefully that's gonna hold true for today, and we can have a fun little evening lap in before the sun goes down. Dropping in from here makes this quarter so much cooler. That is so cool. All right, we're gonna move on to the spine. I'm itching to ride this thing. So to start off with, I think we'll just jump it straight, and then I'll try and do a toboggan over it, and then we'll see if I can do the 360. They feel crazy, so I can't wait to spin this thing. Wow, I spun it off the ramp. That was a crazy one. We've got to perfect that. It is so counterintuitive, and I don't really understand it, but I spin to my left in a 360. So I'm coming up the ramp, and I'm carving to my left, and I'm going this way, but somehow I travel to my right. I don't know if it's because I'm like twisting my body this way, so it makes me go to my right. But then when I land, I'm like drifting sideways over the ramp like this, and you can see my tire tracks. I'm laying with my tires here, and it's like kind of sliding off the edge there. On that last attempt, I was going really slow. It felt like I was going a bit too slow when I came up to the ramp, so I don't know if that made me put too much effort into my pull and my spin, which kind of sent me off the edge. So we're just gonna come in with a bit more speed, and just for safety, I'm gonna be more on this side of the spine, so I have got more room to land on it, and we're gonna clean it up. Hopefully this go will land it, but yeah, it's also such a weird feeling to spin a 360 that my brain's not really quite used to it yet, and I don't really know exactly what to look out for, so it's hard for me to tweak them in and adjust myself in the air. They feel so fun. I cannot wait to land it. Let's do it. Let's go. Now that one felt like a dream. That is such a crazy feeling. But I don't know if you noticed it. Again, I took off way over on that side. I still landed like way over on this side. So I need to get him a bit straighter. I'm gonna do another one. I think I have him kind of on lock now. As long as I take off on that side, we should be pretty safe. But I always thought in my head that if I did a 360 rotating to my left, that you would travel left. But wait, now that I think about it, guess where I learned the 360? I learned my 360s in this quarter pipe, and the way I would do them is I would come at the ramp like this, and I would obviously rotate to my left, but I would kind of fly out and land on the ground there. So I guess I'm used to traveling my 360s to the right really hard. So I just naturally alley-oop my 360s, which is weird to think about. And now it's kind of hurting me because the alley-oop 360 on an 8-foot wide spine, it's not very good because you can just kind of overshoot your landing and go to flat. But I'm gonna get this dialed in. It's not gonna be the hardest thing in the world to do. So let's clean them up on this run. The sun is kind of going down pretty quickly, so I need to hurry. Oh, and I should try to 180 over the spine. That would be crazy to land going backwards. I don't know if it's possible because the spine's really steep, so it's gonna shoot you out fast, but we will try that today. Oh, that one was even dipped. That was a crazy one. And I have had in my mind a transfer line. I had this idea when I put the spine here. I wonder if I can take off from this side of the spine and then pull really hard and transfer into the landing of this 3.5 foot quarter pipe. There is a little depth gap that you've got to channel gap transfer over. I think I want to pull for that right now. And if you notice, this quarter pipe is actually recessed backwards behind this takeoff. So you've got to pull and transfer really far back if you want to catch any of the landing. And if you're going at too much of an angle, there's a tree right there for you to smash into. I don't think we're going to do that, but it is something to watch out for. So I'm just going to pull for this transfer and see if we can get it. It should be pretty doable, but it's going to be so cool if I can land it, and also really bad if I don't. I think that's doable though. Let's just come in, give a little carve, and see if I make the gap. This is a pretty wide channel gap. It's longer than my wingspan. Oh, that was such a cool transfer. And it worked really well. I wasn't in danger of hitting the tree. I did catch the landing, but it was really low, but that was awesome. We're gonna take that. Now I think the time's come. Before the sun goes down, I need to try 180 over the spine. That's gonna be a scary one. I think we can pull it though. The plan is we're just gonna pedal in and then 180 over it going this way. I don't wanna land too high because this ramp is really steep. It's a 7-foot transition. I wanna land like somewhere down around here and then kinda, you know, just have all this room to figure my half cab out. Fast 180s are a little technical, especially on a cassette hub like I'm running, because you have to back pedal to outrun your wheel. Otherwise you'll kind of lock up and flip over. So we don't wanna do that. I'm gonna feel it out and see if I think it's gonna be possible. Let's give it its first test run right now. That is a really technical one. We're gonna give it one more try, and if that doesn't go too well, then we might abandon this. I've actually got some bad news. I thought we were gonna give this one more try and see if we can make the 180 happen, but upon further inspection, the bike did sustain some damage. I landed so sideways on that landing that I knocked my rear wheel out of alignment, and it's rubbing here, and it doesn't even roll anymore. And by the time I get my axle straightened up and center the wheel again, the sun's gonna be down. It's gonna be too dark to safely do this. So we're gonna have to scratch that ride off right here. But oh my goodness, the backyard is so much fun, and it has leveled up so much just with the addition of the spine. Not only do we have a spine, we can jump straight over. You can do transfers into this. It's a really tight quarter pipe for quarter pipe tricks. I've got a little sub box to do peg stalls on. It's incredible, and I cannot wait to get my 360s dialed in over the spine, because that is one of the coolest feeling spins I've ever done on a bike. So I'm gonna go fix this bike right now, and then I'm gonna be definitely riding this some more soon for the rest of the summer. I'm so incredibly hyped on it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this little afternoon ride. The moon's already out up there, the sun's going down, and that's gonna end this video off. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel, share this video with your grandmother, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.